if she kicks in. Jim and James, the Disc Golf Collective. What's up, James?
Not much, Jim. Welcome, everybody. Another episode, another podcast. Today we're coming at you with some footage from this weekend. Jim and I and a whole bunch of our friends, my girlfriend, went to, we went to Legend Valley.
Legend Valley, Buckeye Lake.
Yeah, gorgeous venue. We're just going to show you a few clips from it.
That's a quick one. Just your traditional jam band.
One of my favorite things about them, Acoustic Hookah was the name. They're in their 30th year, actually. But the fact that they had two drummers and the tones in the drums were completely different.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen that, but oh man, that was intense.
I like how they had different musicians coming in and out all the time.
Yeah.
They played 2 nights.
Yeah.
We had the pod system set up, which I really did not like the idea of that when they first told me, pay money for a ticket or whatever, but there's going to be pods and there's a medical check, and it turned out so nice though, because it gave people space if they bought it. Like you guys paid for VIP, you were in the nice area, right?
Yeah.
And then people like me that just wanted to go to the front for a little, just a minute, maybe an hour.
Yeah.
You could, go in and out of those.
I did like, I like the pod system, just hanging out with my girlfriend, because we pretty much sat the whole time and we didn't get like trampled, trampled or whatever.
Keep a chair there with no issue whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, and we left our chairs both nights. It was nice. There's a picture of the camping.
There was definitely a dinosaur theme. I hadn't been there in a long time, but they did the Lost World exhibit, which had life-size dinosaurs, big ones.
Wow.
Yeah. You saw some of those.
So is that where all the ones on the property came from?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay.
That's like a new thing.
Yeah.
Here's Josh and Rachel waiting for their lunch. Eggs, maybe?
Great picture.
Legend Valley.
Yeah.
Main stage.
Yeah.
People said that they set stages up elsewhere, but there was just one stage here. Great food.
Yeah, they had like the VIP down in here in the gravel, and they had the rest of
my real seat was like back in here somewhere, but I spent 99% of my time just running those 8 blocks down low.
Yeah.
I joined the security team for a while. The haircut really, I blended in.
I bet. It's funny. Yeah, great venue.
Well, let's go back too far.
Yeah. I think we gotta go back to my account. Yeah.
James got a video.
Yeah, there's those drums I was talking about.
The Disc Golf Collective took the weekend off, but we sure had a good time.
We sure did.
Most of our disc golf friends were there.
Yeah, almost 20 of us, wasn't there?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I almost couldn't help but dance, that's for sure. It's probably why the camera's moving.
James and Leslie checking out the dinosaur.
Yeah.
That thing was really, really cool.
It was.
I was so surprised.
I love like the real wrinkles and stuff on it.
Uh-huh. And the skin.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the leg wrinkles and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was sitting there eating my lunch on one of the rocks underneath, and little kids had run up, and they had never been up there before. I'm like, touch it. It feels real. It's kind of creepy, but...
Yeah.
There's the pods.
Yeah, that's a picture from up on the hill where the trees were.
I like how they had glow-in-the-dark sticks on the tops of them, too, so when it got darker, you could still see your way really well.
Yeah.
I did see...
Yeah, we decorated ours pretty... with a ton of glow sticks, yeah. Yeah, that's a great picture of that dinosaur.
I'm really sorry to that guy right there that my flash decided to kick in. And my new tent.
Nice.
I have had that canopy probably 8 years, and I have 2 of them, but I got one for parts now.
Yeah.
But the tent portion I had just gotten new. Tie-dyes.
Yeah.
A couple years old. I liked my camping spot, but the ticks were a little thick.
I bet they were. I never did find any on me this weekend, luckily.
That's good.
Very good. Yeah.
All right, we got one more thing we want to talk about today, for sure.
Yeah.
James. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so this weekend, while I was at the festival on Saturday, I got a call from a guy named George. He owns this property
I like
we're looking
guys
at.
named George.
Me too. Georges seem to be pretty generous from what I've seen. And
they own
this
a
guy,
lot of land.
This guy, yeah, they seem to own a lot of land, right? So this guy owns this 175-acre RV and camping resort. Over to the right is a banquet hall and a swimming pool. It's kind of hard to tell that's a swimming pool, but in the very far right, that is an activity hall for like teenagers and stuff, or just kids in general. Well, everybody, but pool table, ping pong table, darts, all that good stuff.
The angled roof buildings here, or this thing?
The angled roof building is the pool and banquet hall building.
Swimming
pool right there,
yeah. A reception banquet area.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
So the big area on the back is the banquet hall with a kitchen. It had everything in it to run a banquet, and then that part is the pool building with 2 dressing rooms, bathrooms, all that, showers.
A working campground that he's wanting to put a disc golf course.
Yeah, this guy was talking about in this lake right here, because there's kind of a nice hillside right back there. He's talking about putting a walkway out into the middle, a boardwalk with a stage for concerts and stuff. Yeah. And then, there was a lot he was planning on doing. Unfortunately, I didn't take enough pictures.
100 some acres.
175.
They're mowing it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're mowing a ton of it. There was a guy that the place was closed for 3 years until this guy bought it.
Really?
It basically it didn't really get abandoned. Well, I guess it did. The guy that owned it before died. His family didn't really want anything to do with it because it wasn't really.
It's crazy. That's an oasis.
It is.
Golfers right there.
Oh, it so is.
Think of if you had 2 courses there.
That's what he's actually planning on.
Could you do? Yeah.
So he's talking about putting one out in this open area, and then putting another one that's fully wooded, and
do a couple figure eights where you go out 9 back, out 9 back.
Yeah.
East, west, north, south.
And then like up here in the back on this left side, there's a lot of area up in here that can be developed in the course. To add some wooded holes on this part of the property, and then, it's just, there's honestly just, you have to just figure out the best shots, and then try to make the walks, as
because there's
little
enough
as possible.
room to...
There's so much room to, make some of the most awesome holes, and, unfortunately, there's only 2 lakes. But
he's willing to fund this. He's just looking for some help in design, and...
Yeah, he's, he wants us to basically go out there, mark the tee box, mark the basket, and then he'll cut all the stuff that we want cut out, and then later, he wants us to kind of tell him about all the signage that needs to go in, tee signs, and develop all that, and then he also wants me to find sponsors, and that was really the biggest thing that he was wanting for the paycheck he's planning on paying us. But he sounds like he has a lot of big dreams for this place. He was talking about putting, I don't even remember all the stuff. Another volleyball court. There's one right here, kind of up on this flat spot. He was going to put a couple volleyball courts. Oh, there's a petting zoo there with a bunch of. Right now, they just have some ponies. Oh yeah, camping.
Where's the camping
galore.
in this picture? Can you see it?
So there's no camping in this picture. Well, there is some up this hill. You just can't see it.
Okay.
There's a few. They're really more like RV sites up on this hill right here. But then, to the left, if you went that way, most of the property is to the left there.
This is road frontage out here where the buildings and flat ground parking lots look like.
Well, this is kind of well into the property, really. That's probably it's about. Man, that's probably a quarter of a mile into the property.
Did he take that picture, or did you?
I did. I did like a...
You in your car? Panoramic?
No, I'm standing just right here on this hillside by this lake. I'm behind a building that's like a maintenance building.
They're mowing a lot, though.
Oh, they mow a ton.
That's
So what happened is the thing got abandoned. The maintenance guy from the previous owner stayed because he owns a bunch of the cabins.
Okay.
And a bunch of the property, because it's kind of the guy that bought it didn't buy every single lot. He just bought I think 80% of them.
Okay.
There's 20% that other people own just randomly.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people that live on this property already.
I was going to say the guy before decided to sell off lots to make some cash as he went.
I think I don't think it was organized or ran very well, because this place could easily be successful.
It's a mom and pop place, man.
Oh man, yeah. And then
that's what Persimmon Ridge is right there.
Yeah.
It's a disc golf destination.
Yeah.
Where you're feeding people, you're running a full tournament, you're lodging them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get involved with it.
What's that?
I said I can't wait to be involved.
I can't either. Yeah. That should be super exciting, and I know I will definitely be visiting there at least 4 or 5 times a year.
So pretty.
Yeah. I hope to be throwing some tournaments on it once it's built as well. And yeah, and then so the guy that bought it from New Jersey, he was telling me that the taxes on this property are less than his 2-bedroom house.
Sure.
In Jersey. Yeah. But so yeah, he only paid $700,000 for it.
Welcome to Ohio.
Amazingly. Yeah. He thought it was going to be about $1.5 million.
You could sell a medium-sized house in Jersey and buy that entire thing, and
yeah.
That's amazing.
It is, and I'm super glad he did. His head maintenance guy is also a disc golfer,
cool.
Which is kind of where the guy got the idea for putting the course in.
Right.
But he had also heard of it before, so and then he looked into it, and he told me all about the PDGA and had watched a number of videos about it. So he's definitely very interested in making this work. So I'm excited. I'm going back this weekend. We're staying. Leslie and I are staying for the weekend, and we're gonna walk the property quite a bit more and drive around and just check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, take more pictures as well.
Disc Golf Collective had a week off, but we did a little bit of something.
Yeah, we sure did. Always doing something. Always, if not on the scene, then behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, if you don't have anything else to say.
Great talking to you today, James.
Yeah,
glad
always.
we got to come out and make this thing happen one more time.
Yeah.
And one more time. Have a good night, man.
All right, you too, Jim. Appreciate you.
Jim and Jay.